Hi, I'm Dorothy Godin, broker through Max Crown Realty, and welcome to Thursday Thoughts. April is in full swing. We're almost at the end of April, and I still have one tiny bit of snow left on my front yard, and hopefully it'll be gone today. And hopefully nicer weather will be coming our way. I wanted today to talk about how important the first 2 weeks of a listing are. The first 2 weeks are when you're going to get the most action, and it's a critical point in terms of getting the most money for your property. First of all, let me tell you that the month of April is going really well. Almost 70% of all the residential sales in the city of Greater Sudbury got at or above list price. So we see that margin going up and up. So, and that's an indication, again, as always, with low inventory. We have 1.2 months of inventory. But let's get back to the first 14 days. So, as you know, it's not always easy to pick a list price and where you're going to go with that list price. It's very difficult. We do look at what's happened in your market in the last, 2 to 3 months, and then we look at what's active in your market right now. And from looking at that, we pick what do we think is the best list price to get the most activity. Ultimately, the seller picks their list price, and my goal is to get them to a good competitive list price so that in that first 14 days, we receive an offer. And why 14 days? Statistically, it's proven that the first 14 days of a listing is when you get the most money. And let me show you just statistically for the month of April. And we're almost now at the month of April. Listings that got an offer within the first 2 weeks, on average, got 6.6% above list price. That's a great number because after the 14 days go by, you're going to see that the return is less and less on your listing price. So for the month of April, and 60% of the sales in the month of April saw that when they listed and got an offer within 2 weeks, they got on average 6.6% above list price. If you go to the next time frame, which would be 15 days to 29 days, those people on average saw 98.5% of list price as their ultimate end price. And if you go 30 days and longer, their average sale to list ratio was 96.5%. These are really important numbers to look at when you're deciding your list price. And again, ultimately, the seller will pick the list price, but it's important for them to know that the first 2 weeks are the critical time. Now, I know that, it's very difficult to pick a list price. And often people will say, I just want to test the market at this price. And I'm okay with that because ultimately we're guessing on what the list price should be. I'm looking at from a professional guess, and my seller is looking at the research that I've given them, but sometimes they just have a gut feeling that they want to try, this price. And I'm okay with that, but don't be surprised after 7 days, I'm looking at you and suggesting that you need to adjust your price to fit the market because I want you to get that offer within the first 2 weeks because I know that that's where you're going to get your most return on your list price. So after the 7 days, if we don't have an offer, you know that I'm giving you the numbers. I'm giving you how many realtors looked at your home, how many people on realtor.ca looked at your home, how many potential buyers got an automatic email of your listing because it fits their criteria. And we have a number of showings and some, not bad feedback, but no offer. I am going to be telling you that after 7 days, you're going to need, or I'm going to suggest that you need to do a price adjustment because I want you to stay in that 14 days critical time. And that is why the 14 days is important. That's when you get the most return on your listing. So again, if you look at just April, 14 days and less on the market, on average, those people got 6.6% above list price. 15 to 29 days, on average, they got 98.5% of list price. Over 30 days, they got 96.5%. So keep in mind that first 2 weeks is the most critical. I hope you find this helpful. As always, you can reach me at Dorothy Godin at remax.net or 705-561-2360. Have a great week. Hopefully we'll get some nice weather soon.